Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video I'll be showing you all the wonderful old British coins I bought this week at the antique shop. Let's have a look. So I've put all the coins I bought this week in the box and we'll have a sneak peek as usual. Woohoo! Right then, one by one, starting with the worst to the best. Let's go. My least favourite coin of this week's purchases is probably this. It is an old round pound, one of the Bridges set. It's a bit dirty and a bit worn, from 2003 it looks to be like, and this is the fourth bridge design, as we can see here. It was one I still needed for my sort of old pound coin date run / typeset of all the different designs, so I was happy to get this for a good price of only £1. £1 for £1, so couldn't really say no. Next up, we have this coin. An older coin. This is a Victorian coin. We see here the Veiled Head by Thomas Brock, in lovely, lovely condition, I must add as well. This is a farthing from the year 1900, the turn of the century. The 1900 farthing was a date I still needed for my date run, but of course, as you see, now I don't. And once again, this coin was only £1, so another one I just couldn't say no to. Another coin for £1 is this. This is a very, very old coin for that price. Well, it's not all of a coin, it's just a bit damaged, as you can see here. Now this is an unidentified old hammered coin. I bought it for £1, no one really knew what it was there. Now my expertise is not in hammered coins, and neither did I. The portrait has pretty much worn away, it's very hard to tell. I would probably guess, being this is an Edward I, but if you have any more information, please do leave it in the comments down below, as I'd love to be able to further identify this coin to put in my collection catalogue. This next coin is very nice and cost £4. We see here it is a George III copper coin. So here it is. The portrait of George III is still in very good condition actually for the age, although it does have a bit of dirt and a bit of wear. He is facing to the right and uncrowned, and we can see more of his shoulders, some of the portraits of him cut off at the neck. And then there's the legend George III. Turning the coin over, we can see this is what I believe to be a halfpenny. Well, I think it is because of the weight and the size. This one is from 1773. Now usually these are very, very worn, but this one is actually, all the details can be seen. Sometimes you have to decipher the date, it's quite hard to do, or Britannia's very sort of worn down and smudged over. But this is just sort of an all-round nice, there's a bit of marks on it, but it's just an all-round nice coin. I didn't have a 1773 halfpenny, so it's a new coin as well, and I thought for £4, a great addition to my collection. The next coin cost £2 and is this lovely 1879 threepence. I did have an 1879 threepence. My one originally was very, very worn. This one, as you can see, has potentially been shined at some point in its history, but despite that is still in very, very nice condition for its age, and of course £2 is a great price to pay, I think, to upgrade this coin for my date run of old silver threepences. Another sterling coin now is this one. This is a lovely, lovely coin. One of my favourite designs of sixpences here by Jean-Baptiste Malin, and featuring the wreath encircling the denomination crowned. The date at the bottom, of course, and as we can see, this is an 1874 sixpence. So straight away, a new one for my date run. That's obviously great. Also, that is a great date to have, as it's quite an old coin, a really nice one to have, and the condition, of course, as I'm sure you can see, is very, very nice. Again, usually these are very worn, but this one is very, very nice. This is a Victorian coin, of course, featuring the young head or bun head portrait of the Queen, the legend around her. The obverse here is a little bit more worn, as you can see, but well, when it's in my date run tray, that won't be seen, and also it's still pretty good. A lovely, lovely coin with a lovely design from very, very long time ago. My favourite type of coin to collect is sterling silver coins, especially from the reign of Queen Victoria. That's my main sort of focus of my collection, and this is a lovely one fitting that description. So a great addition to my collection. Oh, and by the way, that one was £5, which I think is a good price for this coin. So now £14 for this bundle. Next up, we come back to Georgian copper coins. This is a 1799 farthing, as we can see here. I have always wanted one of these coins, as I have a 1799 halfpenny and a penny, one of the bigger pennies from George III's era, but I never had one of the farthings that are actually marked. It's very hard to see on this coin. Farthing. And I've always been looking for one whenever I go to the antique shop or antique shops, and today there was one in this old tin for only £1, so I thought, finally I can get that coin for my collection, one that I just sort of wanted for a while. I like the feel, it's quite, it is worn, but that just gives it the feel of, this is the 1700s coinage, it's been worn and used, and what were they buying in the 1700s of this? Who knows? But again, a lovely design, although it is a bit worn, like I say, with Britannia there, and the shield and staff staff rather than a trident, as it is an older coin. There is also some detailing on the edge which can still be seen, after all these years. So a lovely, lovely coin, once again, to add to my collection. So that bundle there is now £15. A very, very good price, I think. There's 3 coins left to add. This one, I must be honest, I didn't see in the box there, even though it's quite big. I would have ranked this a bit lower. Some of these are a bit better, but don't worry, because this is still a great coin. This is the 80th birthday of the Queen. So it's 1926 to 2006, her 80th birthday. We've got the Latin inscription at the top, and the trumpets with the flags on them here in a little line, with very nice detail, as you can see, on those flags with the trumpets. You've got like the royal crest, the ER there, there's the unicorn, there's like flowers around and designing on the edge of these as well. Very nice. The obverse features the 4th portrait of the Queen by Ian Rank Broadley. The initials can be seen there under the neck. It is of course a £5 coin, and one that I didn't have. It's not in a bunk pack, of course, it is, loose, but that's still fine to tick off for the collection, as it's not too bad condition and the design can still be seen in all of its glory. So a lovely coin there, and I paid £6 for this, so not bad, because I could get rid of it for £5 anyway just by, selling it for face value. There we go. There's 2 coins left now. The next one is another sterling coin. We have here a 1918 half crown. A lovely design here by George William de Soules with the sort of stylized royal court-of-arms shield, the crown above, the garter around, and the legend around that. And the date there at the bottom, 1918, the end of the First World War. A very, very old coin indeed, from the reign of George V. As you will see, more prominently on the obverse, has been shined a little bit, which is a bit of a shame, but it was still a good price because of that. So a little bit shiny there, not too bad on the reverse though. A new date for my date run, as I'm sure you will have guessed, 1918. Can add that to the half crown date run for a modest price of £15, which I think is pretty good. Now then, the last coin is a very small and very cool coin, and I'll show it to you now. This coin will be quite hard to film because of the size, but if it comes into focus, we can see this is a 1.5 pence coin. What a strange denomination. It was either called 1.5 pence coin, or sometimes a 3 halfpence coin, as is, 3 halfpence, 1.5 pence. You can see the design there, similar to a sort of 3p design, with the value in terms of a number, a 1.5 rather than 3, crowned with the wreath around it, sort of like a Maundy design as well. The date there is below there, the number 1834. So you can tell this is a William IV 3 halfpence or 1.5 pence coin, and still has, despite the small size, a lot of detail to the design, especially under magnification. Now then, flipping it over, we can see the portrait of William IV. Here he is, in all of his minute glory. The usual portrait by William Wyan, him facing to the right and uncrowned, with the legend still intact and readable on this very small, very old coin. This is quite a cool novel coin to have, and it's quite actually very nice condition for the age. And a lot of these, even though the mintage was not extremely rare, but a lot of these would have been lost, because as you can see, it's like half the size of my finger. But I'm sure you'll agree, a very cool design and a very cool coin, and I paid £20 for that. Please do comment down below if you think that's a fair price. I have looked in the book and that seems to be a good price, but I think, yeah, £20, quite expensive for a small coin, but again, I think it's a good price to pay. So there we go, some great coins today. Please do comment down below your favourite of this week's coin purchases. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon for more coins on Bits and Bobs. Bye.